The story begins with a vast chamber in space, surrounded by the shimmering stars of a distant galaxy. The room is filled with representatives from alien races of unimaginable power and technology. The Galactic Council is in session, an organization that governs the fate of entire galaxies. Their current debate is over Earth, a planet on the edge of their domain, home to a species known as humans. As the meeting progresses, a sharp contrast is evident. The alien leaders, all highly advanced beings with centuries of experience, are unimpressed by Earth's attempts to defend itself. They laugh at the very notion that humanity poses a threat to their civilizations. The room is filled with scoffing and disbelief, as each alien species discusses how primitive humanity is. A reptilian species, tall and armored with scales that shimmer like metal, leads the conversation. Earth's defenses are laughable. It states with a cold, calculated tone. Their technology is centuries behind us. Their warships, nothing but toys. A floating, translucent being, its body composed of ethereal light and energy, glows softly as it adds. I scanned their progress. They have little more than crude military vessels. They are not worth the effort. The camera zooms in on the alien faces as they exchange knowing glances. These beings are accustomed to dominating worlds, to destroying anything that dares to challenge their superiority. The fate of Earth, in their minds, is already sealed. One alien, an insectoid figure with 6 long limbs, voices the final opinion. The humans will be easy to subdue. Their so-called warships are no match for the might of our fleet. Their plans are clear. Earth is to be invaded, its defenses obliterated, and its people brought under control. The council members are in unanimous agreement, and they begin to finalize their plans. A massive fleet will be sent to Earth, one capable of sweeping the human race off the face of their own planet. As the council prepares to approve the invasion, one alien captain, a humanoid figure covered in dark, metallic armor, raises his hand. His voice cuts through the conversation like a dagger. I disagree, he says, his tone calm but firm. The room falls silent. All eyes turn toward him. I've been studying Earth's history. I've seen their resilience, their adaptability. While their technology is less advanced than ours, I believe they may have something we've overlooked. A hidden strength. The captain continues, his voice growing louder with each word. We cannot afford to underestimate them. The other council members exchange dismissive glances. A collective snicker arises from the group. The reptilian leader sneers. Do you really believe humans can outsmart us? We've dealt with more dangerous species than them. Their time is up. The captain is undeterred, but his warnings fall on deaf ears. The council dismisses his concerns as paranoid ramblings. They believe they know better. After all, they've conquered countless worlds, and none have offered a true challenge. Earth is just another stop in their campaign of domination. We are the rulers of the galaxy, the insectoid alien says, leaning back in its seat. Earth is nothing. Prepare the invasion fleet. The decision is made. The alien races, with their advanced ships and devastating technology, begin preparations for the invasion. They have no doubts that Earth's defenses will crumble before their might. They are confident that their technology, faster ships, energy weapons, and powerful fleets will ensure their victory. As the camera zooms out, the tension builds. The lights in the room flicker as the council members begin to leave, discussing the final steps of their operation. But outside the council chamber, a different story is unfolding. The aliens prepare their fleets, each one growing larger and more formidable by the minute. Massive ships, capable of decimating entire planets, are loaded with troops, weapons, and technology. Their war machines are being readied for launch, and the fate of Earth seems sealed. The council members feel no fear. Their victory is assured. But far away on Earth, something is stirring. The planet, once thought to be vulnerable and powerless, is preparing for a confrontation. Deep beneath the surface, in hidden underground bunkers and covert military bases, humanity is not unprepared. The tension in the air is palpable, as every resource and every ship is quietly mobilized. The audience feels the growing suspense as the camera shifts to Earth's surface. The bright blue of the oceans and the green of the continents contrast with the darkened, ominous sky. The world seems peaceful, unaware of the galactic storm headed their way. But beneath the calm, a massive force is gathering. Earth's warships, invisible to alien sensors, lie in wait, cloaked by advanced technology that the aliens have no knowledge of. These ships, long believed to be mere rumors, are humanity's secret weapon, designed to defend the planet in its most desperate hour. The camera lingers on Earth, showing the serene beauty of the planet, as if mocking the alien forces preparing to destroy it. The peaceful blue oceans ripple gently, while the cities on the surface are unaware of the coming chaos. The contrast between the calm of Earth and the impending war creates a sense of growing unease, leaving the audience on the edge of their seats. The silence grows heavy. The calm before the storm is almost unbearable. The alien fleets are ready to launch their invasion, but the world is holding its breath. Humanity's fleets, hidden and waiting, are preparing to strike. The conflict is inevitable, but the outcome remains uncertain. In the final moments of Part 1, the camera zooms in on Earth's surface, showing a faint ripple in the atmosphere, a subtle indication that something extraordinary is happening beneath the surface. Humanity is not as helpless as the aliens believe. The stage is set for an epic battle. The aliens think they have already won, but Earth has a secret that they are about to learn in the most shocking way. The screen fades to black, and the story transitions into the next part of the saga, leaving the audience eagerly awaiting the next chapter. The scene opens in the heart of Earth's hidden command center, a massive underground facility buried deep within the mountains. A holographic map of the galaxy floats in front of Captain Alina Hunter, the leader of Earth's fleet. Her eyes are focused, scanning the approach of the alien invasion fleet heading straight toward Earth. Alina's face is calm, but her mind races. She's a seasoned military leader, having led Earth's forces through previous alien skirmishes, but this invasion is different, far more dangerous. She watches the blinking lights on the map, each one representing the ships of the alien fleet. Their overwhelming size and firepower are a sight to behold, but Alina knows something the aliens don't. Humanity is not as weak as they think. The camera cuts to Alina's face, her sharp eyes betraying the weight of responsibility that rests on her shoulders. She lost family and friends in the first few alien encounters, and each loss has only strengthened her resolve to protect Earth at all costs. There is no room for failure. The invasion cannot succeed. "Captain, the fleet is in position," a voice says from behind her. Alina turns. Her trusted officer, Lieutenant Mark Bonner, stands at attention. Mark is young but fierce, with a face hardened by battle. He's been by Alina's side since the beginning, and the bond between them is unspoken yet deep. Alina nods, her expression softening for just a moment. "Bonner," Alina begins, her voice low but steady. "This is it. We can't let them take Earth." Mark nods, the weight of their mission clear in his eyes. "We won't, Captain. We'll do whatever it takes." The two of them exchange a silent understanding. Their mission is not just military, it's personal. Both of them have witnessed the destruction caused by alien invaders, and their shared experiences bind them together as a team. For Alina, Mark is more than just a soldier, he's family. She trusts him with her life, and he feels the same. It's this bond, forged in the fire of battle, that will carry them through the difficult days ahead. Alina turns back to the holographic map, her fingers moving over the controls. "Activate the cloaking systems," she commands. "It's time to show them what we've been hiding." As the words leave her mouth, the camera cuts to the distant reaches of space, far beyond the reaches of the alien fleet. There, hidden in the vast emptiness, Earth's secret weapon lies dormant, a fleet of stealth warships, designed and built in secret during the Cold War, lies in waiting. These ships are the result of years of research, cutting-edge technology, and human ingenuity. They are the key to Earth's survival. The warships, unlike anything the aliens have ever encountered, are equipped with cloaking technology that renders them invisible to enemy sensors. They are also powered by advanced artificial intelligence, capable of making decisions in real time, coordinating complex maneuvers, and reacting faster than any human mind could. But the most devastating aspect of these ships is their energy weapons, powerful enough to disable an enemy ship in a single strike. The fleet was built in secret, deep within Earth's oceans and hidden space stations. Only a select few knew of its existence, and even fewer understood the full scope of its capabilities. The stealth warships were designed not just for defense, but for offensive guerrilla warfare. Their purpose was clear: to strike the enemy when they least expect it, to weaken their forces bit by bit, and to force them into submission. Alina's hand hovers over the activation button, her breath steady but filled with anticipation. "This is it," she whispers to herself. With a single press, the warships come to life. Back in the command center, the control screens light up, showing the first of the warships as it emerges from its cloaked position. The ship, a massive vessel with sleek lines and a dark, matte finish, seems to materialize out of thin air. One by one, the rest of the fleet follows, each ship emerging from the shadows of space. The ships are beautiful, deadly, and a symbol of humanity's strength. But the true power of the fleet lies not in their size or weapons. It's in their ability to operate as a unified force, working together seamlessly. The advanced AI on board each ship allows them to communicate and coordinate without the need for constant human oversight. This will give them an edge in the coming battle, allowing them to outmaneuver and outsmart the alien forces. As the fleet is revealed, Alina and Mark watch from the command center. The reality of what they are about to face hits them both. The aliens are coming, fast, and they're coming in force, but humanity is no longer defenseless. Alina looks at Mark, her expression filled with determination. "We've trained for this," Alina says, her voice now firm with confidence. "We've waited for this moment. Now we fight." Mark nods, his jaw set with the same determination. "We'll give them everything we've got." The camera cuts to the warships in space. The ships are now fully visible, their cloaking devices deactivated. The fleet, once hidden in the dark corners of the galaxy, now glides silently through space, ready to engage. Each ship is equipped with the latest in energy weaponry, capable of taking down the most advanced alien defenses. But the real advantage is their stealth. Most of the alien fleet is still unaware of their presence. The stealth warships begin to move into formation, their advanced AI linking them together as a cohesive unit. Each ship positions itself in the perfect spot, prepared to strike when the time is right. The fleet is ready. Back in the command center, Alina watches as the alien fleet continues its approach. Their ships are massive, their firepower unmatched, but the humans are not intimidated. They've spent years preparing for this moment, hiding in the shadows, biding their time. Now, the time has come to reveal humanity's true strength. "Fleet, engage," Alina commands. The warships activate their weapons, and in an instant, the first alien ship is struck by a burst of powerful energy. The alien ship shudders as its shields flicker and fail, before being torn apart by the second and third strikes. The power of the energy weapons is devastating. The alien fleet, caught off guard by the sudden attack, begins to panic. The alien commanders, who had once dismissed Earth's defenses as insignificant, now realize they have underestimated humanity. The once impregnable alien fleet is being torn apart by these invisible, elusive warships. Alina's gamble is paying off, but the battle is far from over. Back in the command center, Mark watches the carnage unfold on the screens. He knows the stakes. They have one chance to win this battle. He looks to Alina, his eyes filled with admiration and resolve. "We've got this, Captain," Mark says, his voice unwavering. Alina looks back at him, her gaze filled with the weight of their shared mission. She nods, the emotional bond between them clear. We're fighting for everything. For Earth. For the future. As the battle rages on in space, the warships continue their relentless assault, each strike a testament to humanity's strength and resilience. The aliens, once so sure of their victory, now face an enemy unlike any they've ever encountered. And for the first time, they are forced to question everything they believed about the humans they had so casually dismissed. The battle has only just begun, but the aliens now know one thing for sure. Earth is not going to be an easy conquest. And with the secret weapon revealed, humanity has tipped the scales in their favor. The alien fleet arrives in full force, their ships stretching across the heavens like an unstoppable wave of destruction. Their immense vessels, built for one purpose, to crush and conquer, gleam in the distant stars as they close in on Earth. The commanders of the fleet, confident and arrogant in their superiority, are certain that their victory is a mere formality. They believe that humanity, with its primitive technology, stands no chance against their vast, technologically advanced forces. With a cold command from the fleet's lead admiral, the alien ships prepare for the orbital bombardment. Massive cannons on the alien ships power up, and the first salvo of energy weapons is launched, tearing through Earth's atmosphere. The cities below are devastated by powerful energy blasts, turning skyscrapers to dust and igniting massive fires. The oceans ripple as shockwaves reverberate across the planet, and the first signs of destruction reach the surface. From their vantage point in the command center, Elena Hunter and Mark Bonner watch in horror as the alien assault begins. For a moment, it seems as though Earth's fate is sealed, the devastation unfolding before their eyes. The ground shakes with the force of each explosion, and Earth's defenses are no match for the overwhelming power of the alien weapons. But just as the aliens begin to think they have won, something changes. There is a sudden, eerie silence in the control room, followed by a brief flash on the screens. Elena's eyes widen, and a slow smile spreads across her face. The alien fleet has just made their first mistake. They've underestimated humanity's ability to fight back. With a sharp command, Elena activates the cloaking systems of Earth's warships. From the depths of space, Earth's fleet emerges. At first, the alien ships are confused. They have been watching Earth's surface burn, confident that they had destroyed everything in their path. But now, the impossible happens. The Earth warships appear, seemingly out of nowhere, each ship cloaked and invisible, ready to strike. The first alien ship, still reeling from its initial attack, barely has time to react before an invisible warship drops from the cloak, firing a concentrated energy beam straight into its weak spot. The alien vessel explodes in a blinding flash, and the first casualty of the battle is the enemy fleet. Panic begins to ripple through the invaders as they struggle to comprehend what is happening. Earth's warships are agile and fast, striking without warning, then disappearing back into the cloak. Each hit is a surgical strike, targeting critical systems on the alien ships. The aliens, accustomed to overwhelming force and brute strength, have no defense against these stealthy, hit-and-run tactics. The battle is unlike anything they've ever fought before. Explosions rip through the void of space, lighting up the dark expanse like fireworks. Earth's warships, invisible one moment, appear the next, striking again and again before vanishing into the shadows of space. The speed and precision of the attacks catch the aliens off guard. Their advanced technology and massive ships seem useless against an enemy that can't be seen, let alone fought head-on. The alien commanders scream orders to their fleets, attempting to regroup and counter the unexpected threat, but their efforts are disorganized and frantic. On the surface of Earth, the destruction continues as the bombardment continues to rain down. However, humanity's response from space is slowly turning the tide. As the alien ships try to fight back, they realize something they never anticipated. The humans are fighting smarter, not harder. Their reliance on technology has blinded them to the idea that Earth, with its limited resources, could come up with tactics far more advanced than the alien fleets had ever imagined. In the midst of the chaos, Alina and Mark remain calm. Their bond, forged in the fires of previous battles, is what keeps them steady as the battle unfolds around them. Mark stands at Alina's side, his eyes scanning the screens, calculating their next move. "Captain, we've taken out their flagship," Mark reports, his voice steady despite the intense battle around them. Alina nods, her face hardening with determination. "Good, but we're not done yet. Keep hitting them where it hurts." As the battle rages on, the Earth warships continue their relentless assault. Their cloaking devices are used with surgical precision, allowing them to strike deep into the heart of the alien fleet. The aliens' disbelief grows with each passing minute. The vast armada they had sent to crush Earth is being torn apart by stealthy, invisible ships that they can't even see. But the aliens are not giving up easily. They quickly adapt, launching drones and smaller vessels equipped with sensors designed to detect cloaked ships. The aliens begin to deploy specialized countermeasures, sending shockwaves through space in an attempt to reveal Earth's warships. The battle intensifies as both sides scramble to adjust their tactics. In the middle of the fight, a fierce dogfight breaks out between two Earth warships and an alien squadron. The two sides engage in a high-speed chase, maneuvering through the debris of destroyed ships. Blasts of energy fly through space, narrowly missing their targets as the two forces engage in a deadly dance of survival. The Earth warships, using their superior speed and agility, manage to outmaneuver the larger alien ships, landing devastating blows as they fly past. It's chaos, but there's an undeniable exhilaration to the fight, a testament to the sheer power of the Earth fleet and their tactics. As the battle rages on, the alien commanders begin to panic. The once confident invaders now find themselves on the back foot. Their colossal fleet is being picked apart piece by piece, with every alien vessel falling prey to the unseen attacks from Earth's stealth ships. The camera cuts between different locations: the alien command center, where panic is starting to spread, and the warships in space, where the Earth fleet strikes again and again. One alien commander stares in disbelief at his shattered fleet. "How are they doing this?" he mutters, his eyes wide with confusion. "We have superior firepower. How can they be winning?" The realization sets in. The aliens had expected a traditional battle, a one-sided slaughter in which their overwhelming numbers would secure victory. Instead, they are facing an enemy that fights differently, smartly, stealthily, and with more precision than they could have imagined. Alina watches the unfolding battle with grim satisfaction. The alien fleet is crumbling under the pressure, but she knows the fight is far from over. They still have a long way to go before Earth can truly be safe. "Don't let up," she orders her crew. "We've only just begun. Keep up the pressure." Mark nods, his eyes locked on the screens as the warships continue to pick off the alien forces. "We're not going to let them win, Captain." With each passing moment, the battle becomes more intense, the stakes higher. Earth's warships continue to strike from the shadows, their power growing with each successful hit. But the aliens are starting to learn. Their panic begins to shift into determination as they try to adapt to the unexpected tactics of the humans. The first wave of the alien assault is beginning to falter, but the real battle is still to come. The alien fleet will not give up so easily, and Earth's victory is far from guaranteed. But one thing is certain: humanity's fight for survival has only just begun, and the aliens are learning that underestimating humanity was their greatest mistake. The battle rages in the depths of space, the stars around Earth glowing brighter as explosions and energy blasts rip through the darkness. The once confident alien fleet, shattered and reeling from the unexpected onslaught of humanity's stealth warships, is now fighting for its survival. Earth's forces, though still outnumbered, are slowly but steadily gaining the upper hand. The alien ships, which had once seemed like an unstoppable force, are now on the defensive, their ranks thinning with each passing minute. But the aliens, desperate to turn the tide in their favor, have one final weapon in reserve, a massive dreadnought, the flagship of their fleet. This colossal vessel dwarfs the other ships in the alien fleet, bristling with weapons and armored beyond imagination. The dreadnought is an entire city in space, capable of wiping out entire fleets with a single barrage of fire. Its arrival sends shockwaves through the remaining human warships, and the morale of the fleet begins to falter as the alien juggernaut barrels toward them. From the command center, Captain Elena Hunter watches the dreadnought's approach, her face hardening with determination. This is the final challenge. If they can't take down the dreadnought, all of their efforts, all of their sacrifices, will have been for nothing. The fate of Earth hinges on this one moment. The dreadnought's weapons power up, and the human fleet braces for impact. But the aliens are not giving up easily. They quickly adapt, launching drones and smaller vessels equipped with sensors designed to detect cloaked ships. The aliens begin to deploy specialized countermeasures, sending shockwaves through space in an attempt to reveal Earth's warships. The battle intensifies as both sides scramble to adjust their tactics. In the middle of the fight, a fierce dogfight breaks out between two Earth warships and an alien squadron. The two sides engage in a high-speed chase, maneuvering through the debris of destroyed ships. Blasts of energy fly through space, narrowly missing their targets as the two forces engage in a deadly dance of survival. The Earth warships, using their superior speed and agility, manage to outmaneuver the larger alien ships, landing devastating blows as they fly past. It's chaos, but there's an undeniable exhilaration to the fight, a testament to the sheer power of the Earth fleet and their tactics. As the battle rages on, the alien commanders begin to panic. The once confident invaders now find themselves on the back foot. Their colossal fleet is being picked apart piece by piece, with every alien vessel falling prey to the unseen attacks from Earth's stealth ships. The camera cuts between different locations, the alien command center, where panic is starting to spread, and the warships in space, where the Earth fleet strikes again and again. One alien commander stares in disbelief at his shattered fleet. How are they doing this? He mutters, his eyes wide with confusion. We have superior firepower. How can they be winning? The realization sets in. The aliens had expected a traditional battle, a one-sided slaughter in which their overwhelming numbers would secure victory. Instead, they are facing an enemy that fights differently, smartly, stealthily, and with more precision than they could have imagined. Elena watches the unfolding battle with grim satisfaction. The alien fleet is crumbling under the pressure, but she knows the fight is far from over. They still have a long way to go before Earth can truly be safe. Don't let up, she orders her crew. We've only just begun. Keep up the pressure. Mark nods, his eyes locked on the screens as the warships continue to pick off the alien forces. We're not going to let them win, Captain. With each passing moment, the battle becomes more intense, the stakes higher. Earth's warships continue to strike from the shadows, their power growing with each successful hit. But the aliens are starting to learn. Their panic begins to shift into determination as they try to adapt to the unexpected tactics of the humans. The first wave of the alien assault is beginning to falter, but the real battle is still to come. The alien fleet will not give up so easily, and Earth's victory is far from guaranteed. But one thing is certain, humanity's fight for survival has only just begun, and the aliens are learning that underestimating humanity was their greatest mistake. The battle rages in the depths of space, the stars around Earth glowing brighter as explosions and energy blasts rip through the darkness. The once confident alien fleet, shattered and reeling from the unexpected onslaught of humanity's stealth warships, is now fighting for its survival. Earth's forces, though still outnumbered, are slowly but steadily gaining the upper hand. The alien ships, which had once seemed like an unstoppable force, are now on the defensive, their ranks thinning with each passing minute. But the aliens, desperate to turn the tide in their favor, have one final weapon in reserve, a massive dreadnought, the flagship of their fleet. This colossal vessel dwarfs the other ships in the alien fleet, bristling with weapons and armored beyond imagination. The dreadnought is an entire city in space, capable of wiping out entire fleets with a single barrage of fire. Its arrival sends shockwaves through the remaining human warships, and the morale of the fleet begins to falter as the alien juggernaut barrels toward them. From the command center, Captain Elena Hunter watches the dreadnought's approach, her face hardening with determination. This is the final challenge. If they can't take down the dreadnought, all of their efforts, all of their sacrifices, will have been for nothing. The fate of Earth hinges on this one moment. The dreadnought's weapons power up, and the human fleet braces for impact. "Prepare for combat," Elena commands, her voice steady despite the rising tension. "This is it. We finish this now." At her side, Mark Bonner, the commander of one of Earth's finest warships, the Liberty, nods without hesitation. His face is grim, but his eyes burn with a fierce determination. Mark knows the stakes. He has led humanity's fight against the aliens from the very beginning. And now, in this final confrontation, he is ready to lay down his life if it means securing victory for Earth. Elena exchanges a look with him, a silent understanding passing between them. Mark is not just a soldier to her. He's a friend, a brother in arms. The camera pulls back to show the Liberty moving toward the dreadnought. The ship's sleek form cuts through the void, its stealth systems active. But it won't be enough. The alien dreadnought is too large, too powerful, and its weapons too advanced. A direct attack is suicide. The only chance they have is to disable the dreadnought's shields, leaving it vulnerable to a coordinated strike from the remaining warships. Mark looks at Elena one last time before turning his gaze toward the oncoming dreadnought. He knows what he has to do. His heart pounds in his chest, but his mind is clear. This is not just a battle. It's a sacrifice he is willing to make for Earth. "Captain, I'm going in," Mark says, his voice calm, yet filled with resolve. "I'll make sure they don't have a chance to fire." Elena's heart skips a beat. She knows what Mark is suggesting. "No, Mark, there's another way. We don't have to." But Mark cuts her off, his eyes meeting hers with a mixture of affection and determination. "We've come this far. The Liberty will take them down. You know it's the only way." A lump forms in Elena's throat. She knows what Mark is offering, his life. But there's no time to argue. The dreadnought is closing in, and their window of opportunity is shrinking by the second. "Good luck, Mark," Elena whispers, her voice thick with emotion. "We'll be right behind you." Mark nods, his grip tightening on the controls. With one last glance at Elena, he turns the Liberty toward the dreadnought, pushing the ship to its maximum speed. The ship moves into position, its cloaking systems failing as it barrels toward the massive alien vessel. The dreadnought's weapons lock onto the Liberty, but it's too late. The Liberty's engines roar, and the ship surges forward, ramming into the heart of the dreadnought's shields. The force of the impact is like a shockwave, reverberating through space. The Liberty's shields flicker and flare, absorbing the brunt of the dreadnought's retaliatory fire. Mark grits his teeth as the ship shudders under the onslaught, but he doesn't falter. He knows this is the moment that will determine the outcome of the entire war. With a final, desperate move, he activates the Liberty's self-destruct sequence, ensuring that the ship will disable the dreadnought's shields even at the cost of its own destruction. "Goodbye, Elena," Mark murmurs, his voice barely audible over the chaos. "I'll see you on the other side." In a blinding flash of light, the Liberty explodes. The massive shockwave rips through the space around it, and the dreadnought's shields collapse under the force of the explosion. The once impenetrable barrier protecting the alien flagship falters and fails, leaving it vulnerable to the remaining human warships. The alien dreadnought, now exposed, is a sitting target. Back in the command center, Elena's breath catches in her throat as she watches the explosion. Her heart sinks, and for a moment, time seems to stand still. Mark Bonner, the soldier who had stood by her side through every battle, has made the ultimate sacrifice. Tears well in Alina's eyes, but there is no time to mourn. She knows what she has to do. Liberty's gone, Alina says quietly, her voice steady with sorrow. But Mark didn't die in vain. All ships, focus fire on the dreadnought. This is our chance. The remaining human warships, now united in their resolve, open fire. Energy blasts, missiles, and concentrated beams of energy slam into the exposed dreadnought. The alien flagship shudders with each hit, its systems beginning to fail. The alien commanders, who had once been so confident, now scream in desperation as their once invincible ship is torn apart. The human fleet presses the attack, every warship delivering a decisive blow. With the dreadnought's destruction, the remaining alien ships begin to retreat, realizing that their flagship's fall signals the end of their invasion. The tide is turned. As the alien fleet retreats into the depths of space, the remaining human warships cheer in victory. Earth's forces have won, against all odds. But the victory comes at a great cost. Mark Bonner, the brave soldier who gave his life for Earth's survival, will never be forgotten. His sacrifice has ensured that humanity will remain free. In the command center, Alina stands silent for a moment, staring out at the stars. The tears in her eyes have yet to fall, but she feels the weight of Mark's loss. It's a victory, but one that is bittersweet. The war may be over, but the cost of that victory is etched in her heart. "Mark, you did it," Alina whispers to herself. "We did it." The camera pulls back to show the battered, but victorious, human fleet floating in the stillness of space. The war is over, but the memory of the sacrifice will live on. As Earth rebuilds and the alien threat fades into history, the story of humanity's triumph and the brave soul who made it possible will be told for generations to come. The battle is won, but the cost of victory is felt deep within the hearts of those who fought and those who sacrificed everything. The heroes of Earth will live on in memory, their legacy a testament to the strength, courage, and sacrifice of humanity. And as the warships head back to Earth, the people of the planet know one thing for certain. Humanity's fight is far from over, but they have proven that they are more than capable of facing whatever challenges come their way. The battle is far from over. The dreadnought lies disabled in the cold, empty void of space, but the alien fleet is still alive, still fighting. The remaining enemy ships, though scattered and battered, are regrouping, and Alina knows there's no time to waste. The victory is within reach, but so much is still left to do. There can be no mercy now. Earth's survival depends on ending this battle once and for all. Alina stands at the center of the command room, her eyes focused on the screen in front of her. The alien fleet, though disorganized, is still formidable. The sudden loss of their flagship has shaken the enemy, but they're not retreating yet. The aliens are relentless, unwilling to give up their conquest of Earth. But Alina won't let them win. Not after everything humanity has endured. Not after the sacrifices already made. "Get ready," Alina commands, her voice calm but carrying the weight of all the lives that depend on this moment. We end this now. The remaining human warships, battered from the previous battles, ready their weapons. They're fewer in number, but they're stronger in spirit. The cloaking devices flicker to life, and the ships disappear into the shadows of space, becoming almost invisible to the alien forces. Alina's fleet has become a ghost, an unstoppable phantom haunting the enemy. The final assault is about to begin. The first wave of attacks comes like a storm. The human ships, now completely cloaked, strike with precision and speed, firing off weapons with deadly accuracy. The alien ships, confused and disoriented, scramble to respond, but they can't fight what they can't see. It's a surgical strike, quick and brutal. Energy blasts tear through the alien ships, disabling them one by one. The human warships move in and out of the shadows, appearing and disappearing with deadly efficiency. Despite their technological advantage, the aliens can't adapt quickly enough to the human tactics. They're used to dominating the battlefield, to overpowering their enemies with sheer force. But the humans have proved time and time again that they can outthink, outmaneuver, and outfight any enemy. It's no longer a battle of technology. It's a battle of wills. And humanity's will is unbreakable. Alina watches the battle unfold, her mind calculating every move, every strike. She knows the end is near, but there's a part of her that doesn't want to face it. There's no joy in victory when it's come at such a cost. The loss of Mark Bonner still weighs heavily on her heart. His death, along with so many others, has carved a deep wound in the crew. But they fight on. They fight because they know that this is the only chance Earth has. They fight because they owe it to the fallen, to the ones who sacrificed everything so that humanity could have a future. The alien fleet, realizing they're outmatched, begins to flee. But it's too late. They've already lost. There's no way to escape the wrath of the human fleet now. The remaining alien ships attempt to break away, trying to slip into hyperspace, but the human warships are already on their tail. Cloaked and relentless, they chase down the enemy with unyielding precision. The final moments of the battle are intense, filled with blinding flashes of energy, ship-to-ship combat, and the final screams of the alien ships as they disintegrate into space. One by one, the alien vessels are destroyed, their advanced technology no match for the human spirit. Alina's fleet has done what no one thought possible. They've defeated the aliens, and they've done it on their own terms. As the last alien ship falls, there's a moment of eerie silence. The war is over. Earth has won. But there's no celebration, no cheers. The crew of Earth's fleet is left in stunned silence, the weight of their victory not yet fully sinking in. They've survived. They've triumphed. But the cost has been immeasurable. Alina stands in the command room, her eyes staring out at the stars. The fleet is silent, its crew lost in their own thoughts, mourning their losses, processing the sacrifice that has been made. Alina can feel the emptiness, the absence of Mark, and so many others who gave everything. She knows they've done something incredible, but the victory is bittersweet. No one will ever forget the price they paid. "We did it," Alina says quietly, her voice barely above a whisper. "We survived." Her words hang in the air, a testament to the strength of humanity. But they also carry the weight of the sacrifice, the heavy truth that victory has come at the cost of so many lives. Alina takes a deep breath and looks around at the faces of the crew. They've all lost something. Some have lost family. Others have lost friends, but all have lost a piece of themselves. The toll of the war is written on their faces. As the fleet begins its journey back to Earth, Alina's thoughts turn to the future. The war may be over, but the scars will remain. Humanity has been tested in ways they never thought possible. They've fought against overwhelming odds and emerged victorious. But at what cost? How do they rebuild from here? How do they honor the fallen and ensure their sacrifice was not in vain? In the days that follow, as the ships make their way back to Earth, Alina reflects on everything they've been through. The battle, the loss, the sacrifice. It's all a part of the story now. And she knows that humanity will carry the weight of this victory for generations to come. The aliens may have been defeated, but the fight for Earth's future is far from over. Alina stands before the crew, her voice steady, but filled with emotion as she addresses them one final time. "We faced the impossible and come out on top, but we did it together. We lost so much, but we gained something even more important. We gained our future. We are the survivors. We are Earth." Her words hang in the air as the crew stands in silent tribute to their fallen comrades. Mark Bonner, the soldiers, the families, they will never be forgotten. Their names will live on in the history of Earth's greatest triumph. Humanity has proven that even against the most advanced and terrifying enemies, they will never surrender. As the fleet returns to Earth, The survivors are left to pick up the pieces to rebuild their world from the ashes of war. But one thing is clear: they are stronger than ever, united in the knowledge that humanity, no matter the odds, will always fight for its survival. In the aftermath of the war, the galaxy is a place of quiet disbelief. The Galactic Council, once dismissive of Earth and its capabilities, is now shaken to its core. The news of Earth's victory spreads like wildfire, a shockwave rippling through every corner of the galaxy. The alien forces, who had once believed humanity to be nothing more than a primitive species, now find themselves reeling from the sheer might and resolve of Earth's forces. The story that began as a struggle for survival has now become a symbol of human strength, a message that resonates through the stars. The Galactic Council is convened in an emergency meeting, a rare occurrence for the once stable governing body. Alien leaders from countless races sit in a circle, their faces tense and uncertain. These beings, who had long held themselves above humanity, are now forced to confront the truth. Earth is not a backwater planet. Earth is a power. Earth is a force that cannot be ignored. The council members sit in stunned silence, absorbing the news that their fleets, capable of wiping out entire civilizations, were no match for Earth's hidden warships. The shock is palpable. Some are filled with disbelief, others with grudging respect, but none can deny the reality. Earth has earned its place in the galaxy, not just by defeating their invaders, but by proving that humanity is a force to be reckoned with. Among the council, some of the more conservative races are angry. They were the first to dismiss humanity, to scoff at the idea that Earth could ever be a threat. They had underestimated the human spirit, and now, in the wake of the battle, they must face the consequences. But there is also a growing realization that the galaxy will never be the same. The balance of power has shifted. Earth is no longer just a speck in the galaxy. Earth is a player. Meanwhile, on Earth, the victory is bittersweet. The war may be over, but the cost has been high. Alina Hunter, now hailed as a hero, stands before the United Nations, the weight of her leadership heavy on her shoulders. The world has changed in ways that no one could have anticipated. The human race has survived, but survival is no longer enough. They must now stand tall as equals among the stars, and Alina knows that the eyes of the galaxy are upon them. In her speech to the United Nations, Alina's voice is calm but resolute. She speaks of the sacrifices made, of the lives lost, and of the determination that carried humanity through the darkest moments. But her words are not just about remembering the past, they are about the future. She vows that humanity will never again be seen as weak. They have proven their strength. They have earned their place. Earth's fleets, now fully revealed to the galaxy, will serve as a constant reminder that humanity will fight to protect its home and its people. From this day forward, Alina says, her voice strong and clear, we will no longer be just a planet on the fringe of the galaxy. We are Earth. We are a force that will protect our future. And we will stand tall, shoulder to shoulder with the stars, ready for whatever comes next. Her words echo through the chambers of the United Nations and across the globe. The people of Earth, humans from every nation, stand united. The war may be over, but the battle for Earth's place in the galaxy has only just begun. The future of humanity is no longer uncertain. Earth is no longer the underdog. Earth is now a power in its own right, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. But even as Alina speaks of hope and strength, there is a subtle unease that lingers in the air. The galaxy is vast, and while Earth's victory has earned it respect, there are still many unknowns. Humanity has made enemies during the war, and some of those enemies have not forgotten their defeat. In the distance, on the edges of the galaxy, a new threat begins to stir. A new power is emerging, one that may rival Earth's strength, a force unlike anything humanity has ever faced before. As Alina finishes her speech, the camera zooms out to show Earth's fleets, now fully operational and ready for anything. The ships, once hidden in the shadows, now shine brightly, a testament to the technological advancements that have propelled humanity into this new era. The fleets are a symbol of Earth's resilience, a declaration that humanity is no longer just a small player in the grand scheme of the galaxy. They are a force to be reckoned with. But the future is uncertain. As the camera pans across the galaxy, a shadowy figure appears in the distance. An alien race, once thought to be lost to time, begins to stir. Their ships, sleek and deadly, appear on the edge of the galaxy, watching, waiting. They have heard of humanity's victory, and they are not pleased. The stage is set for a new conflict, one that will test the limits of humanity's strength and resolve. The final shot is a wide view of Earth's fleet, preparing for what lies ahead. The ships are ready, but so too are the challenges. Humanity's place among the stars is secure. For now. But the road ahead will not be easy. As Earth's fleet sets its course toward the unknown, Alina Hunter looks up at the stars. The galaxy is vast, and the future is uncertain, but one thing is clear. Humanity is no longer a mere bystander. Humanity has become a force to be reckoned with. The story ends with a final moment of tension. As the unknown enemy looms closer, its presence felt but not yet fully revealed. The fight is far from over, and as Earth's fleet prepares for the battles to come, the story sets the stage for new galactic adventures, new challenges, and new heroes. The battle for humanity's future is just beginning, and the galaxy will never be the same again. The galactic shift has begun.